Hi, I'm Don Sheen with Caddyshack Golf and Teaching Center on this gorgeous day in Jacksonville, Florida. It's spring and it's about 80 degrees. Today I'm going to talk about the pivoting motion of the hips and what I see quite often that I'm going to get you out of. And that pivoting motion of the hips is when I take it back, my hips rotate, my shoulders rotate. I always say I feel a wall right here. I'm going to pivot my hips right up against that wall that comes right up off that right foot. Too many times I see golfers with a reversing motion of the hips. In other words, this left hip goes down and goes forward. Now to hit it well, they have to come back. You want to pivot into the wall with the right hip. Feel that right hip right against that wall. From here, I could pounce on the ball. I could pivot forward and get into the good impact position. But if my hips are forward on the way back, I have to come back to hit the golf ball, a la the reverse weight pivot. So we want to get these hips pivoting up against the wall. We don't want to slide and sway and break through that wall. That's just as bad. We want to turn and pivot up against that wall. Once again, now I'm in a position I can pounce on that golf ball in the downswing and hit good shots. So here we go. Beautiful little par 4 here in Jacksonville. Gonna get myself down the middle. I'm not gonna reverse pivot those hips and let them go forward on the backswing. I'm gonna think of that wall and rotate those hips against the wall where I can move through the golf ball and make a good pivot in my golf swing. So one more time. Down the middle. Not going to sway the hips, not going to pivot them into the target, pivot them against that darn wall, and I'll hit good shots. Get all set up, pivot those hips against the wall, lower half starts it down, and I just ripped it down the middle. You get that body in a good pivot position up against that wall at the top, you're going to make better pivots forward, you're going to hit better shots. If you like this little golf tip, hit that subscribe button. We'll send you a new one each and every Saturday morning. And please check out our website, caddyshackfla.com, where we have the latest in equipment, apparel, and accessories, and of course, golf instruction.